All right, hey, there's Small Town America. So we loaded in the truck, came all the way out here, Cowtown Coliseum for night number 1 of the Eliminations. You don't want to miss it. Get your tickets, go over to PBR.com. Check it out.
A dusty back road where the tumbleweeds roll. There's a wandering soul with stories to unfold. With his worn-out boots and his raggedy hat, Zach's got a YouTube channel sharing tales like that. He's a modern-day troubadour, a poet of the streets, a wanderer of small towns, where life's rhythm beats from the hills of Tennessee to a Georgia bar shack. Zach finds the heart and soul that the world may often lack. Small town America is where the stories reside. Zach's searching for the magic in every nook and every side. With his camera in hand and a song in his heart, he's bridging the distances, bringing us closer with his art.
Get in the truck, Small Town America.
Can this be the year that he is crowned a world champion? Number 5 in the world is Luciano de Castro. He has 7 buckles that say PRCA champion of the world. He could have his first PBR championship title this season from Oklahoma. It's Sage Steel Gypsy. There is no doubt about it that the number 3 ranked bull rider in the world is always a fan favorite. A 19-year-old that is the youngest millionaire in PBR history. 2 mil wins already this season. From Decatur, Texas, it's the one and only John Crimber. The number 2 man right now with 2 wins, Chicago, Pittsburgh. He calls Australia home. Please welcome Brady Fowler. But all eyes are on the number 1 contender rolling in this week. With after 5 AGM wins, Wichita, Kansas, Little Rock, Arkansas, Louisville, Kentucky, Palm Springs, California, and Idaho. To top it all, there's him. Top 5 finishes this season. Number 1 in the world, from Houston, Texas, it's Golden Decatur.
Riding down that dusty dirt road, got my boots kicking up the cowboy gold. Saddle up, it's time for a wild ride. Hold on tight, cause this cowboy's having fun. Rolling through the countryside, feeling in alive. Guitar in the back, ready to take it down. Strumming like a southern rock star. Don't you know, 8 seconds of thrill. It's the rodeo show. From Texas to Tennessee, I ride with pride. Southern rock in my veins, nothing to hide. Gonna let loose and break down these walls. Living my life like a cowboy, ain't no cause. Texas to Tennessee.
right, hey there, small town America. You know, we started out on our Take the Ride tour, and the moment that I started putting in, we're going to be down here at the stockyards. This guy right here was one of the attractions to see and do in the stockyards, Road Dogg TX.
Yes, sir.
Hey, man, tell me a little bit about what you do down here and what makes you an attraction.
I don't know about all that, but we have a lot of fun just kind of coming down here, and we wanted to be kind of some kind of spotlight for Texas country music. And because, you know, I've worked in radio for a long time, and I find that the stockyards in Fort Worth itself is becoming the new live music capital of the world. And so if we can, as much as we can do down here, and as much as we can have, you know, fun little conversations, doing interviews with people on the street, or Cowtown Coliseum, or Billy Bob's with artists, I'm having a good time.
Right, and so how did you get all started with this, and how long have you been doing it?
We're about coming up on a year. I think June will be a year for Road Dogg.
Right.
And man, honestly, like I said, I worked in radio for a long time, and we decided to kind of venture off and do this because our biggest thing was, it's music. It's not that serious. You know what I mean?
Right.
So I like asking questions like, what color crayon do you think tastes the best? Or, you know, do you fold your toilet paper or wad it? And then at the end you can be like, all right, tell me about the new album.
Right.
And I think music in general is fun, so let's make it fun.
Right, and there's so many, we run across so many local artists out there that if they don't have enough followers on Instagram, record labels are not even going to look at them.
No,
so
I mean,
you're giving them a platform to get out here. Then you have the historic stockyards.
Oh, yeah.
Just
feast the flame.
where you are an attraction, where's a must-see if you come down to the stockyards?
Well, I mean, the obvious answers are Billy Bob's and Cowtown Coliseum, Tannehill's Tavern. But if you want the real scoop, there's Main Street. You keep on going down to West Exchange, and that's where you find Rhinestone Saloon. They have some of the best. You're talking about local artists. Rhinestone Saloon, they have some of the best local artists. They had Logan Ryan there the other night, Kane and Bryce, Cameron Sackey Band. I like to call it the Billy Bob's up the hill. Basement Bar's great up there. Filthy McNasty's got some great live music. Every single night's completely free. That's where, see, me, I like to go low to get high. You know what I mean?
Right.
I'm a dive bar kind of guy. So, you know, if you want to go see some dive bars and where like Fort Worth is Fort Worth, it's West Exchange.
Right. Okay, so where can people go? Because now you have the knowledge, now they know where to go. Where can they go to find it and get all the information? Because you're posting all the time.
Yeah, we're at Road Dogg TX. That's on Instagram and TikTok. And but to go back to what you were saying, just because this just hit my head, you were talking about followings on Instagram and stuff. I mean, look at Braxton Keith, look at Hudson Westbrook, like, look at these cats blowing up, you know, because of social media. And I think that was, you can clip this back to the beginning, but that was a part of our approach going forward.
Right,
if
right.
we could be a spotlight anyway, and I'm not going to lie that I'm having fun doing it too, you know, but if we can be a spotlight for local businesses and we can be a spotlight for local artists, then we did something good.
All right, guys, make sure you go over, check them out. Road Dogg TX on all the social medias. You know our motto, get in the truck.
Get in the truck.
so bright. In this world I find my life. One bull jump and it's alright. Raging heart winning every fight. Life ain't for the faint of heart. Just like a bull it never parts. In this rodeo I'll take my part. Feel the soul right from the start. Rodeo life strode upon the star. Rodeo life's extraordinary cloudy. Cowboy my mind's never worried. Through the dust and through the flurry, every ride tells a story.
Did you expect to be anything less when you looked down at this round? Lenny just stuck out like a sore thumb on flash.
All right, hey there, small town America. You know, we're on the Take the Ride tour down here in the stockyards, and the Cowtown Barbie is here. So if you want to know anything about fashion or what is going on, here's the person to talk to. Sheridan, how did the Cowtown Barbie come about?
So a little over a year ago, whenever the Barbie movie came out, a friend of mine, I always called her Midge. I said I was like Barbie, she's my Midge, because she was short and had brunette hair. And so after that, I was like, you know what? We've had a cowgirl Barbie, but it's been like since the 80s since we've seen one come out. And she's like, you know what? Like, you're kind of like the Cowtown Barbie. Because I used to always wear pink. Pink was my trademark when I first started here. I said I wanted to make a statement with when I show up to the office. And so that name has just kind of stuck, and I've enjoyed making a brand out of it on my social media.
Right. And so, too, now I always thought it was just the NFR when everybody was worried about fashion, but it has almost come like a weekend thing, especially if you're coming out here to the stockyards or Billy Bob's. So tell me a little bit, what is the fit check? Because ladies will go, fit check, and everybody freaks out.
Exactly, yeah. So I know for me, I typically set up my phone behind my desk because that way I can show my followers what I wore to work that day. More of like the corporate cowgirl vibe. I like to tell anybody they can be their own brand of cowgirl, from what they wear to what their attire is in the office, or just as far as their occupation. And so when you do a fit check, kind of back up, show them what you're wearing for the day, because I wholeheartedly believe that Western fashion is both fashion and function. And so I just like to give the girls ideas of what they could wear to the office, whatever makes them feel comfortable, and just really dress to express themselves, because that's what I like to do in my day-to-day life.
You have to do the little heel kick, right? What's
Absolutely.
That with the heel kick?
So it's really just to show off my boots. Okay. For the short girlies, they probably don't have that much of a problem, but with me, I'm 5'10", and so to fit in the camera, I really get cut off at my knees, and so I gotta show my little boots that I'm wearing that day in the camera that way.
Right. All right, so where can people go if they want to follow you and get their fit check each and every day?
So all my socials are at share_McKenzie, no E, and then my TikTok is at Yeehaw Mima.
All right, and then down here in the stockyards, where's your go-to place for fashion?
Oh wow, I definitely have to say I shop at Fincher's quite a bit, as well as Sassy Pants. Those are my top two places down here.
All right, guys, you know our motto, get in the truck, go check them out. All right, hey there, small town America. Here we are, Take the Ride tour, night number 3. PBR ready to go. Big nights for the first 2 rounds. Now we're going down to round 3, getting ready to fill up Cowtown Coliseum. Get with us, get in the truck.
Round number 3 of the Monster Energy World Finals. It is time to
up gravel, breaking old binds. Steel horse under me, rattling bones. Sweat in my brow, this dirt is my home. Saddle up, baby, 8 seconds of fame. Clouds roll out and never staying tame. Hands on the leather, dreams in the sky. Heartbeat thumping, can't let it die. Let the crowd roar, feel the earth shake. Turn in my veins, this freedom ain't fake. Riding the storm, breaking every chain. 8 seconds, pouring on the pain.
Hey, all right, small town America. Look at four days we've been here, and look who finally shows up. Shows up on day 4 when the big bulls come out. When it gets down on the, you don't come down to the small stuff. What's up?
It's called the main event for a reason. So
listen to you.
It's called the short round for a reason.
So you're going to be over at AT&T though with Kid Rock, right?
I might be there. We'll see.
Hey, this guy's an award-winning photographer, and when you get to be as big as him, you just pick and choose where you go.
It's just there's not enough time in the day. That's all.
Hey, where can people go though if they want to see your photography, or where's your website for your stuff?
ClickThompson.com. Click Thompson at Instagram, Gmail, Snapchat. I'm super slow at responding on Snapchat, so don't quote me. I'll get back to you by Christmas. I just didn't specify which Christmas.
All right, guys, get in the truck.
Ain't no fear in my eyes, 8 seconds, that's my paradise. Fueled by passion, I won't be denied. A dangerous dance, just me in the sky. I'm hooked on bull riding, can't get enough. Feel alive when I ride. Show my stuff as it falls in the blink of an eye. Hooked on the thrill till the day I die. Shut tight, ain't no fear in my eyes. 8 seconds, that's my paradise. Fueled by passion, I won't be denied. A dangerous dance, just me and the sky. I'm hooked on bull riding, can't get enough. Feel alive when I ride. Strut my stuff as it falls in the blink of an eye. Hooked on the thrill till the day I die.
Let's get it.
Small town America, I hope to get so famous that I get to put my face on the logo.
Hey, let me tell you, it keeps track of stuff, keeps things from walking off. You know, it's your
I want to get so famous I get to put my face on the
Hey,
logo.
or you could be like Bernard, just leave your stuff everywhere. There is that.
Guys, get in the truck. All right, hey there, Small Town America. Here we are. We're on the Take the Ride tour down in the stockyards. Ran into this guy right here, Jared. What are you doing this weekend?
Unfortunately, you ran into me.
Hey, man.
Unfortunately. Yeah, we were just hanging out. We were here for the PBR. We play tomorrow night, Saturday, over there at Tannehill's. So we were just down here hanging. We were going to the bull riding.
Coming out tonight for round
Yeah,
two,
for
right?
sure.
All
Yeah.
that. Sweet. So tell us a little bit, where can people go to find their music? If they can't make it down here to the stockyards, catch you live.
I got an awesome profile on farmersonly.com.
That's the perfect place to have it. Perfect place to have it. Yeah, my followers are kind of declining now that they're doing the Bachelorette looking for a farmer.
Yeah, totally. No, yeah, I mean, it's just on the internet. http:// JaredMorrisMusic.com.
Right, Spotify and all of that can
Yes,
download.
sir. Yes, sir.
All right, guys, make sure you come out here. Tannehill's, what time are you kicking it off tomorrow? You
Man,
after?
it'll be right after the PBR event here.
All right, guys, so round number 3, walk right down the street. There's about 4 buildings down.
295 feet away from the front of the Coliseum.
Look there, he's already counted it off.
I'm from here. I'm from Decatur, just north of here.
Okay,
So this is like,
you're right
this
here.
This is right in my neck of the woods.
All right, so what's the secret gem if you come down to the stockyards?
Dude, it's so different now. Now that like Cowboy is cool. You know, when I was growing up, it was pretty dead down here. And so we'd come down here and just get into trouble and stuff. So a lot of the bars have changed and everything. But if you want the sneaky, cheaper drinks, you head on the west side of like the Coliseum. You go down Exchange, and you go on the west side on West Exchange, and that's where drinks get a little cheaper.
A little bit.
Like
All right.
Rhinestone Saloon down there. They usually got pretty good music.
All the good
too.
stuff. All right, guys, make sure you come out tomorrow night over at Tannehill's, and if not, get in the truck over to Spotify.
Run with the wind, feeling alive. Gotta hold on tight, gotta survive. Bulls bucking hard, trying to break me down, but I won't give in. I won't hit the ground. Dust kicks up, adrenaline's high in this rodeo. I'm taking the sky, 8 seconds. Adrenaline's high in this rodeo. I'm taking the sky, 80 seconds. My time to shine. I'm a bull rider, hooked on the line. Lost kicks up, adrenaline's high. I'm taking the sky.
All right, hey there, small town America. Here we are. Take the ride tour at the Fort Worth Stockyards, Cowtown Coliseum. Sheridan, tell us a little bit about the history of the Coliseum and what you have going on here each and every week.
Yeah, so the Coliseum just turned 117 in February. We were built in 1908 and we're home to the world's first indoor rodeo and the world's only year-round weekend rodeo. And so we take pride in that, being able to share that history and that culture with all of our tourists that come through, all of our locals that like to return each week as well. Currently, we're hosting the PBR World Finals, but typically we have PBR Stockyards Showcase every Thursday, Stockyards Championship Rodeo every Friday, Saturday, and Ultimate Bullfighters Select Sunday. So always something going on for everyone that likes to visit, and we try to continue to keep that tradition on.
Right, right. And you know, our mission here is to protect our history and preserve our heritage. And you have like all the years dated on, as a big mural right as you walk inside the Coliseum. And I didn't realize that this not only was the first indoor rodeo, but this also housed some of the biggest artists of their era right here in the Coliseum. And you're bringing that tradition back here in July with your concert series. What's that all about?
Yeah, so back in the day we had performers such as Bob Wills, Doris Day, Elvis Presley, and we want to continue to show people that although we are a very old historic building, that we continue to elevate ourselves as far as the events that we bring in. And so we revamped and kind of touched on that when we introduced Bulls, Bands, and Barrels about 3 years ago in our building, but we wanted to produce it ourselves, and so that's when we had showcased our first ever Buckin' New Year's Eve last December. We had tons of amazing artists, and we had bull riding and bronc riding with bullfighting, and we plan to bring that back now as a concert series called PBR Rank Rides and Country Vibes. So we're bringing you entertainment from the chutes to the stage. Our first artist is July 11th with Aaron McBee, and today we had announced our artist for September 12th, which is Jenna Paulette. And then on May 23rd, we have our third artist coming out. So super excited to show people what we have to offer. There's going to be PBR bull riding, and then we'll end the night with country music.
Right, and so where can people go if they want more information, if they want to get tickets, where can they go?
They can go to cowtowncoliseum.com for all your needs.
All right, guys, you know our motto, get in the truck.